In a small village surrounded by rice paddies and riverbanks, there lived a girl named Meera. She was born into poverty, her family struggling each day to get by. Her father was a potter who shaped clay with tired hands, and her mother sold vegetables in the morning market. Meera never owned fine clothes or shoes, but she carried something that couldn't be bought, an unshakable light in her eyes. From a young age, Meera loved school. She would walk barefoot through muddy paths, her books wrapped in old cloth, just to sit under the banyan tree where lessons were held. The other children sometimes laughed at her torn clothes, but she would smile and say, "Lotuses grow in the mud." One monsoon season, disaster struck. The river overflowed and flooded the village. Her home, along with many others, were submerged in brown water. The school was destroyed, and with it, Meera's only place of learning. People began to give up. They packed up with little they had and moved away. Meera's father sat silently for days, staring at the cracked remains of his pottery wheel. Her mother wept in the corners of bored homes. But Meera didn't break down. Each morning, she helped her family clean up what the flood had left behind. In the afternoons, she sat on the broken steps of the old school and read from the soggy pages of her textbooks. When the pages dried, she copied them by hand, word by word, into a notebook she had salvaged from the mud. A retired teacher who had returned to the village to check on his brother noticed Meera one day. He watched as she taught to smaller children under a mango tree, her voice confident and full of hope. "Why do you teach, child, when your own school is gone?" he asked. She looked up and replied, "Because learning isn't about a building. It's about becoming who I am meant to be." The teacher was moved. He began to teach Meera privately and in time helped her apply for a scholarship to study in the city. Years later, Meera returned not just as a teacher, but as the founder of a new school built on the very land where the old one had stood. She named it the Lotus School, and when asked why, she smiled and said, "Because beauty can bloom from the darkest places."